All right, how's it going, guys? This is Brian with Household Studios. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at designerlife614. And today we're going to be looking at creating your own NFT artwork in a vector-based program and uploading it to a website like OpenSea. As you can see here, this is one that I recently created, or any other website, and be able to profit and make money. I recently created this. This was one of my first NFTs. I called it Trolley Money. And it's pretty popular. The 8-bit fashion and form is, pretty in style right now. As we'll go through the website, I'll show you a few other examples that are really taking off in the NFT world right now, like this one right here. There's a few more this style. So the 8-bit classic, it's retro. That's what we're going to be looking at today. Having your own style of art definitely is a really good advantage when it comes to making and selling NFTs. There's a lot of people out there making 3D rendered art or motion graphic stuff. There's a lot of really cool stuff out there, a lot of things that catch the eye that are really unique. So we'll start covering more different techniques. For now, this video, we're going to focus on vector-based 8-bit artwork, and we'll take it from there. So as you can see here, I already have a few examples already laid out. I created a bear and a rabbit in 8-bit form, and I'll show you where I got my inspiration from. It was pretty much from this Dogecoin meme that I saw out there in 8-bit form floating around. So today we're going to work on another animal. So we're going to right click, copy, we're going to bring it in as a reference only. And believe it or not, this image is actually in pixel format. It's not vector based because it's probably just a JPEG online. So we Control V if you're in Windows to paste it in, hold Shift, grab the corners and scale it up. And then now I'll show you the next animal we're going to do today. And it's going to be a panda bear. Pretty much, I did the brown bear and I figured, same kind of shape, same body. This shouldn't be too difficult. I might end up making a series, who knows. Now that we have the panda image brought in, pretty much just going to scale it up, go ahead and move it over, get it in position here. As a reference for our next animal. And as you can see, when I click on the bear, it's already still pixelated. So I'm going to hit Control Y, which shows you the wireframes, and you can see the grid that I used to create the rabbit and the bear. And it was pretty much, again, based off of this 8-bit Doge that I saw online out there. So we're going to go over here, we're going to grab the rectangular grid tool, which was used to pretty much turn the live trace and live paint the color squares in. So we want it to be the same height as the other two to make everything consistent. So right now I'm holding Shift, I'm kind of scaling it up a little bit, getting ready to place it on top. And I remember each for this shape, 20 across and 20 high, that's how many squares were in each animal. And then also I remember the height. I just copied it from the last one and everything's going to match here. And normally when I make my grid, I like to make it a bright color. That way it stands out. Anytime I'm using live trace or vector lines, I use a really odd green or pink color. That way I can see, my grid and my wireframes when I'm working here. So we're just going to line everything up. And of course, I'm just kind of matching it with the bear first. That way, when I bring it over to the Doge, I can actually just kind of scale that to the grid. I'm gonna make everything based off of already the art that I created. And I kind of just copy and pasted this image in. It's pretty close. I mean, I'm surprised how close it is here. Just gotta tweak it a bit. Again, I'm holding Shift here. There we go. Just kind of, it's pretty darn close. Scale it down just a bit more, just to fit it in there. There we go. That's pretty good enough. And all right. So that's good to work with. And now I'll show you guys the next step we're going to move on to here, but always save, you never know. Software's crash, happens a lot. All right. So now we'll move on to getting to coloring. And anytime I use Adobe Illustrator, I like to use, the tool, the Live Trace tool. It makes everything a lot fast. It's very smooth. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our background reference image. I like to drop the opacity down to about 30%. We're gonna lock it. That way it doesn't move when we're messing around with the grid here. And I'm going to select the grid. And then go ahead and put live paint on there. That way we can fill in these squares. And then pretty much we grab the very simple. We're going to grab the live paint bucket tool. Open up our swatches windows here so we can see our colors. And then what I like to do is go ahead and start with the eyes. Go ahead and start with the obvious, colors and squares that you can just see right off the bat, not waste any time, just getting right to it. All right, so after coloring the eyes black, might as well go ahead and fill in the eyes white as well, and then come over here and do the ears. Pandas, they have black ears. We'll take a look at our reference here just to make sure everything is close. Yeah, it's coming along well. There we go. Go over here and save. Always want to save. I've seen programs crash in school and our work environments, and it's devastating. So always want to save your progress. And then now let's go ahead and get to the fun part. The fun, fast part of just coloring this in. So I'm going to go ahead and speed all this up so you guys can see it. And I'll see you guys on the other side.
Welcome to our music family.
All right, so we are all finished up here with our polar bear NFT. We have our brown bear here that we made the other day. We have a rabbit that we also made. And yeah, so at the last process I'll pretty much do is I'll kind of go in and adjust the background a bit. I might throw a gradient back there or texture, or for now I think I'll just probably put a solid color, just go red for now. I could put a black border around him and keep everything consistent, or I may not. And these are, again, this is Adobe Illustrator. I might export all of these as a JPEG format, a PNG, just to get it out there on the marketplace. And in the next video, we'll definitely go over the process of actually uploading your artwork. We'll talk about Ethereum, we'll talk about MetaMask, and actually putting your artwork into the marketplace, setting your own price, and hopefully, generating some traffic and making some sales. So again, thanks for watching, and we definitely have a lot more in store for you guys, a lot more about the marketplace, checking the analytics, getting your artwork actually into the market, promoting it yourself, and doing a lot of things pretty cheap, fairly cheap without spending all your money, and then making a decent profit back. So if you guys, thanks for watching, like, follow, subscribe. We'll see you next time.